Hi, it's Michael. I have a fantastic strategy to share with all my buddies who are speakers and presenters. This idea, this concept will not only make you more effective in the front of the room, but will increase the closing rate if you're in sales. It will help you become much more effective at getting people to do what you want them to do, what they need to do in order to be more successful themselves. And I'm happy to share that with you. If you like any of my content, click that red subscribe button and it would help the channel a lot. And also if you click that silver bell, you'll be notified of new content. I appreciate you. So this concept came to me. I've done it for a long time, but I was reading in the New York Times an article about product placement. And it talks about how valuable it is for a company like, say, General Mills to have a box of Cheerios in a TV scene or a movie scene, because there's a lot of data that shows if you or I are watching Walter White on Breaking Bad eat Cheerios, that we're more likely to buy Cheerios when we go to the grocery store. I know, I don't understand it either. A criminal, diabolic person like Walter White is eating Cheerios, and then we want to go buy some for ourselves. But there's a lot of data on this. It absolutely works. Product placement is extremely valuable both to the motion picture industry and the people that produce the products, and apparently it's valuable to us too if we like Cheerios. So I'm reading about product placement, and I remember that I first learned about this technique when I was doing public seminars. I was flying into a city every night, a new city every night, 5 cities in 5 nights, sometimes 3 weeks a month. You couldn't work any harder in the speaking business, but I was learning a lot, and I learned about something called talking in titles. You see, when we did public seminars, we were responsible for 2 things. Number one, I was supposed to deliver a good content, rich program where people would fill out an evaluation and say they learned a lot. But the second thing I was responsible for is BOR, which is back of the room sales. So it worked like this, everybody. When people would come in the room, they would walk past the product table and they would take their seats in the classroom, and then I would deliver the content, right? And then at the break, right before the break, I would tell them there was a deal in the back of the room if they wanted to buy some information products. And then I would pitch them the packages that we were selling in the back of the room. Well, talking in titles was this strategy that during the day, let's say, for example, I would use this title, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, right? And I would find a way to get that into my presentation, into the delivered content 3 or 4 times during the morning. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Then it's time for me to pitch the back of the room specials, and it just turns out that one of the books in the back of the room is titled Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. It's a book by Susan Jeffers from a long time ago. So then I would hold up the book of a title with a title that I had been talking about all morning. And of course, people are immediately interested in the book because it sounds familiar to them. I'd already established a sort of brand awareness through this aural, O-R-A-L or A-U-R-A-L product placement, right, during my presentation. And now they listen to me saying it's for sale in the back of the room. They go to the back of the room. First book they pick up is Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And they go, I want this one. Which package is it in? That's how talking in titles works if you're trying to sell books in the back of the room. I use that strategy to this day. Another way you can use this product placement concept is with a video screen in the background. Now, you have to be careful of this technique. Like in the background, I could have my Present Like a Pro Facebook group on the screen. I could have my YouTube channel on the screen, right? I could have some product that I sell on the screen. But be careful because depending on which kind of camera you're using, I'm using an iPhone today and I have the lens reversed. So when I show you language, right, it's backwards if you're reversing the lens. So you have to be careful of this technique if you're going to use the video image. The saving grace, of course, is that on any video image, not video so much, but certainly graphics like a PowerPoint slide, you can reverse the screen reverse the slide on the screen. So that would actually read backwards in person, but in a reverse screen video shoot, it reads exactly right. It sounds more complicated than it is, but just be advised that if you're reversing the screen on your camera, all the typewritten or fonts would be backwards unless you reverse it on the origin screen. So this is about product placement and getting your products to people and finding ways to get their attention. It's a noisy world out there. You have to use all the strategies that you can get. And I hope this title about product placement and talking in titles is useful to you in your presentations. I'm interested in your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing and ringing that silver bell on this Angelo Caruso YouTube channel. Good luck with all your presentations.